What is up, everybody? Brick Artemis here, doing a random live stream for you guys. More so for me, really, but for you guys too. There's just been a lot on my mind lately, within the community. Just life in general has been crazy busy, and just also like the last year of Hot Toys. Like, what all has been happening? We've had so many things happen in Hot Toys. I mean, Artisan is getting bigger. Obviously, that started more toward the end of the year last year, but you know, Artisan's getting big. We have this Hano thing going on. Prices are rising. It's getting a little crazy. And with announcements, releases, instant releases, like it's hard to keep up. And now we're at the end of the year and we're getting all these invoices because of course Hot Toys likes to push a lot of stuff out by the end of the year, and it's a little overwhelming, but that's not what this live stream is going to be about. Yes, it is going to be about Hot Toys. I want to talk about a few things. First thing is, this is kind of like an early, I want to say, Thanksgiving. Okay, an early Thanksgiving video for myself. I was like, do I do a live stream? Do I do a video? And the more I thought about it, the more I was like, you know what? Let's have some fun with you guys and just do a live stream. Because a video you record and you try to make sure it's perfect, then you edit it, and it takes forever. So you record for an hour and then you edit for a couple of hours, and you're away from family for so long, and it's the weekend, and I like to hang out with my kids, especially during football and whatnot. So I figure, an hour-long stream would be awesome, just to talk about a couple of things. Now, there is a public service announcement, I like to call it, probably the last 15 minutes or so of the stream. So I want you guys to stick around for that. If not, I totally get it, but come back later if you're around and come watch that, because it's very important. But what I want the main topic of this video to be is 5 Hot Toys announcements that I'm thankful for. So yeah, my top 5 Hot Toys announcements of 2024. Now, if you guys remember, I did a best Hot Toys announcements since the start of Hot Toys for each and every single year. And that kind of came out at the beginning of 2024. And I remember saying a couple of figures for 2024. But now that we're nearing the end of it, I wanted to do its own top 5. And I'm saying thankful for because it's November. And a lot of people are kind of, hey, Brick, you're skipping November, or you're skipping Thanksgiving because they see my new profile picture and it's got the Santa hat on it. Man, I'm just excited for Christmas, and I wasn't gonna put a turkey on my head. Okay, so I'm not skipping Thanksgiving. I'm doing this video, 5 Hot Toys announcements that I'm thankful for. But before we get started, I want to get in with this chat. Before I do, actually, I set this video up. I was going to do this at like 11 o'clock. My wife wanted to get her nails done. I said, sure, go get your nails done. So then I pushed it to 3:15 because you never know how long the wife's going to take getting her nails done. Okay. So I pushed it to 3:15. So a lot of people probably aren't going to be here until 3:15 or when they notice that I'm live. So that is okay. I then changed it to 2:45, and I was like, I just want to get this done. Because again, beginning of the stream, I said, I want to spend some time with the family. So I want to make sure, I don't want to rush this. But at the same time, like, I have a stream tonight with Gio and the movie Canon. Be streaming with him at 8:30 my time. So it's going to be a long day for streaming. So I wanted to stream while I could now, while the kids are a little quiet. If the kids are loud, if all of a sudden they bust in here, my bad. Okay, sorry. But yeah, let's check in with the chat. I'm giving you guys some time. We got 7 in the house right now. Last minute live stream and change of time live stream. So take your time coming in. Make sure to hit that like button when you do. We've got Universal Key saying, afternoon, everyone. What is up, man? Thank you for being here. always here for the Bugle Six, always here for the random live streams as well. We got Valkyrie Magnus in the house. Happy Sunday, guys. Yeah, it's a good Sunday. You know, my Packers, I'm a football guy, and my Packers have a bye week. And it's a good thing because I don't have to stress out as much. I'm already stressed out with fantasy football, stressed out with some other stuff, and I don't have to worry about football, like, you know, Packers at least today. So that's cool. We got Rusty Bronco in here as well. What is up? Hello, curators. Absolutely. What is up? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Tyria in the house. Hi, Brick in chat, giving us one of the fish orange wide eyes. Not sure which one that is, but that is the wording I'm getting. I'm sure it's an emoji. We got Thron's office. What is up, Thron? Thank you for being here. Great person in the community. Going to be talking about you a little bit later. Like I said, public service announcement at the end of the show. Stick around. Curious to see the list. Yeah, that's the big part of the show, right? Top 5 most anticipated figures that have been announced by Hot Toys in 2024. And we have Aaron Collects. What's up, fam? Got to get you back on the Bugle 6 with myself and Flavio at some point before the end of the year. I know the last time kind of fell through. You were stuck with like traffic or something. And yeah, so no worries. We'll get you back on the show. And real quick, we got Honest Hansel here. Go Pack Go. Happy to be here with you, Brick. Yeah, unfortunately, we're not at a Packer game together, but they're on a bye week, so we're taking about an hour to do this quick live stream. Okay. You know, I got music for the background, but I'm always afraid it's going to be too loud, and then I'm not going to figure it out. So I'm going to do that on another stream. Okay. I'm just going to talk. Excuse my dehumidifier if you guys hear that, but yeah. So before we get into the top 5 Hot Toys, I do want to bring up a couple of announcements outside of Hot Toys that I'm extremely thankful for. And there are a lot. Okay. We have a lot of Mars figures that have been announced or teased. We have a lot of InArt figures that have been announced or teased. But I want to talk about a couple of things that I don't hear too many people talking about in the community. And before this is not my top 5. But before we get into that, I do want to say that these Mondo figures, guys, I did a Mondo video of Spider-Man. Really excited for this line. I've got both the Deluxe Venom, as you see here, and the Deluxe Spider-Man on pre-order, paid in full. Super excited and can't wait for them to come in. I did a video on what I feel will be next in the line and why Mondo is actually really cool. But I won't get too into this, but yeah, just a really, really cool 1/6 line here. And then I'll also real quick show you the good old Spider-Man as well, which is also really cool looking. I don't have any Mondo figures. And a lot of people are like, well, you've been talking about Mondo a lot and you don't even have any figures. What if you don't like it? Well, what if I don't? I might not like them. I'm not expecting anything like Hot Toys quality, but I know that. And I know I'm not going to be disappointed because I'm not going to be comparing it to Hot Toys. However, I love this style and I'm super stoked for all these accessories that they come with and just really excited to get some more Spider-Man stuff in the collection. So, you know, just have a variety kind of thing. So yeah, really, really excited for that. And I also just want to say that one of the other things that I'm very thankful for outside of Hot Toys is the So-So. Okay. So-So Toys, the Lady Protector. Almost forgot what they called her there for a second. But if you guys don't know, I have been really, really wanting a Supergirl from the CW show, Supergirl. And why that is because my wife and I, during, you know, the delivery of, or I guess when my second was first born and while she was pregnant and stuff, we really got into Supergirl together. And Melissa Benoist really became my favorite Supergirl and just actually got me into liking her more, like Supergirl in general, a lot more. And those CW shows can either be really good or really cheesy. This one started off pretty good and it was cheesy. It was kind of, I don't know, a better word, hokey, corny, whatever, but it was still fun. And I thought she did a fabulous job as Supergirl and just really fell in love with the show and really excited to have this in my collection because I'm just, it's something that means something to me. It's not just a figure. It's a figure that means something to me because it's kind of family related. So yeah, just really cool. I'm showing Lion Rock toys, not for you guys to buy it there or anything like that, but that's where I got my figure from for Supergirl or Lady Protector. So really excited. I'm not going to get too into it. Could have looked better, maybe. Yes, but it's Melissa Benoist Supergirl, and I'm excited. So there you go. So 2 figures that I am excited for, or I guess 3 really, that I am thankful for that have been announced this year. And yeah. So man, we got more people pouring in the chat. We've got Lul Brick City. Yes, what is up, man? Good to see you here. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Spider is my go-to when it comes to figures. These Mondos are tempting. Do I go down this rabbit hole? If they start doing all the villains in the show, this could be so cool. Yeah, man. Like, so my last actual video, I kind of talk about this where we could be seeing Doc Ock, Lizard, Carnage. We could be seeing Black Cat and Green Goblin, the Hobgoblin, Punisher, Daredevil, Kingpin. They all have their appearances in there. This could be a really cool line. And Mondo, they have their own live stream. They even talk about that. Like, they don't just want to do the main characters. They want to do like more side characters like J. Jonah Jameson and stuff like that. So to have like a whole set or maybe a almost full set of, the 90s animated Spider-Man and like its own shelf would be pretty sweet. As long as they're not like releasing them all like back to back to back to back to back, because I need, my wallet needs to breathe a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll see. I thought Melissa Benoist was a great Supergirl. So tempting to buy. Yeah, she was awesome. I'm really excited for the new Supergirl in James Gunn's universe. I cannot. I know it's like Alcock or something like that. I forget her first name. She was on the not Game of Thrones, but Dance of Dragons or whatever, House of Dragon show, and she was awesome. I am excited to see what she can do in the and the DC universe. Let's see here. So here we go. To make this a little quick, to not bore you guys, here are the top 5 most thankful announcements, coolest announcements, in my opinion, so far this year. I try to make it a variety too. And so, keep in mind, this is my list. And I would love to see your all's list in the comments, whether it's your top announcement in the comments, your top 5, or maybe 6, 7 favorite announcements that Hot Toys has done this year. Not releases, but announcements. And yeah, I'd like to hear from you guys throughout the stream, which ones you are most looking forward to. Let's go ahead and get started with number 5. Effort. Yes. So I'm going to present to you guys, dun, 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 Wolverine. All right. And now the reason why this is in my top 5 is because I've always liked Wolverine. I've always liked the classic look of Wolverine, and to be able to see Hugh Jackman finally in the suit, okay, has been a dream come true just to see it in movie form, right? Now we also get a figure, which is super cool. We get a figure of Hugh Jackman in the classic Wolverine suit from a great movie that turned out absolutely phenomenal, from Deadpool and Wolverine. And we get it. It's awesome to be able to have this in the collection. It's awesome that this even happened. So yeah, I'm thankful not just for the figure, but for the movie, for this look, and for Hugh Jackman. Really, just extremely thankful for this. And it's kind of crazy that we have this. And I know this is on a lot of people's lists. I know X-Men Supreme and some others are really looking forward to having this Wolverine on their shelves. And I was kind of disappointed when, Deadpool, Ladypool, they're all like releasing soon, like early. And we still got to wait for Wolverine until next year, which is a bummer. But you know what? Hot Toys, get it right. Get it right, because I want this figure to be as perfect as possible, because this is going to be a kick-ass figure for sure. Let's see. Check the comments real quick. Yeah, I mean, we got Hansel saying Dopo for me. Yep, X-Man's in the house. I knew he would show up once Wolverine hit the screen. This is number one for me. Yes. I was about to say Wolverine, says Aaron. And yeah, X-Man's even saying Benoist, baby. Dude, you and I feel like, for at least people that are streaming, you and I are like the most excited for this Benoist figure. So please, when we both get this figure, let's unbox her together on a live stream. Any day you're available after you get the figure. I'd love to unbox this figure with you, because that would be a lot of fun. Valkyrie saying I'm excited for the Wolverine too. Yeah, it's gonna be sweet. Oh yeah, Thrawn for sure is gonna. Yeah, Thrawn, you too, man. Oh yes, one of the easiest pre-orders. Yes, and this was actually a figure that I was able to give away during the big Deadpool and Wolverine live stream that I did over on the Beagle 6 with some great guys. And Collector Zone gave the channel one to give away to a special winner. So congrats to the two winners, which was Movie Cannon and the, oh my gosh, one Adam 12, two figures from Collector Zone, one figure each from Collector Zone. So I appreciate Collector Zone 100%. But yeah, this is number 5. And I'm going to go ahead and go into number 4. We're going to make this quick, easy, fun, have some fun with you guys. Make sure to hit that like button. But number 4, and this one might be surprising for some, because I feel like this is number 1 for a lot of people too. And this one's a little bit more recent. Here we go. Yes, you guys, the T800 2.0 battle damaged. Let's go. Hot Toys, all leather is probably the thing I'm most thankful about with this figure, is that it's all leather and they're doing it right. They're doing this figure right, unlike all the other times they've used pleather for these figures. Shoot, they're even using pleather for the Artisan Scarlet Witch. Okay. And we get real leather for this T800. And I'm super excited. I'm just excited for this line, that they're bringing this line back. We got the T1000. We're probably going to get a clean version of the T800. Who knows what else, if anything, that we're going to get from the Terminator 2. Really excited, because I don't have the 1.0. I don't have the first T800. Now, I've seen it a million times over at the Jedi Knights Watch's house, and it looks great. And this was a figure that, if you guys don't remember, if you guys ever saw, top 5 Grail figures that I want to have in my collection, and this was up there. I don't remember if it was like number 2 or 1, but it was up there. And I'm kind of glad I didn't pull the trigger. It's a lot of reasons why I don't really buy Grails, because I'm always worried about that. And here you go, less than a year later, we have an announcement, and it's a pretty good price too. So really excited for this. Really excited for. I loved Arnold in the 90s, especially because I was a kid in the 90s, and movies like Terminator, Commando, The Running Man, just Kindergarten Cop. And I know all these movies didn't come out in the 90s, but like that was my 90s, like I still watched all of these movies. I mean, even Jingle All the Way. We're coming near Christmas. I got to bring up Jingle All the Way, with Anakin Skywalker, young Annie. You guys see that movie? So it's it's really cool to finally, for me personally, to get and have a chance to get at a reasonable price an Arnold Schwarzenegger figure, especially the T800. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to see what you guys are saying. I mean, it's pretty sweet. So, oh man, is it sad that I have probably pre-ordered all of your top 5? No, man, it's not, because you know what? So have I. No, so have I, man. I'm really excited, dude. Like Hot Toys has really gone crazy this year. And to be honest, like I thought there were more announcements than there have been actually, because I was kind of going back through all the announcements while figuring out my top 5. I was like, man, I thought there was like an announcement like every week, but no, it's there not as many as you'd think. I did not get the number, but I was shocked that I couldn't find certain ones. Like I was like, oh, that was last year, but yeah, they're doing their job. They're getting releases out. They're doing, like I said, like the instant releases as well. So they're definitely keeping busy and taking our money. But I just thought there were more. I thought there was like twice as many announcements as there actually are. Just the way that I'm stressing out. This one was so welcomed. Love Arnie. Yeah. Tyria saying Arnie. There he's got the robot with the squirt gun. That's awesome. I'm tracking so far. Yep. I'm holding out for a clean Arnold Terminator. That's exciting too. Because that clean T800 is going to be sick. And I know not everyone's going to get both. I will probably consider getting both. I'm for sure getting the battle damaged. But I mean, you got to think about it too. Like the clean one is going to have full leather as well. It's going to look just as cool. I'm going to probably want it as well. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, guys, we got 17 in the house. Remember, guys, there is a very important message, public service announcement that I like to call it, at the end of the show, the last 15 minutes. It's going to get a little serious. So stick around, find out about that. But I wanted to make it fun leading up to their, again, Thanksgiving episode and kind of talk about the top 5 announcements of 2024, or AKA 5 Hot Toys announcements that I am thankful for 2024. So, okay. Enough said about Terminator. Again, I'm not going to talk about each figure for 30 minutes as if it's a Bugle 6 episode or a Wolfpack episode. Just doing a quick little top 5 and want to hang out with you guys for a little bit on Sunday. We've been live for 23 minutes so far. I want to go for like another 40 minutes and see how it's going. And just really happy that you guys are here on this random live stream. So let's go in to number 3. So number 5, guys, was Wolverine, if you guys weren't around. Number 4 is the Battle Damage T800. And the number 3. Yes. I know a lot of people are putting Terminator above Jack Sparrow. I get that. But for me, Jack Sparrow is Johnny Depp. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's Pirates of the Caribbean. It's a special place in my heart. I wish it was the Curse of the Black Pearl. I get it. It doesn't have to be. It's still Jack Sparrow. And with everything that Johnny Depp has gone through with Hollywood and everything like that, and I thought I was never going to be able to get a Jack Sparrow unless I spent some money, right? And not only are we getting, a deluxe version of this Jack Sparrow, we're getting an artisan version of this Jack Sparrow. Let me pull him up. I'm sure you guys have already all seen him. And let's see here. He looks freaking phenomenal. Okay. Like it comes with a sick base. I've never owned a Jack Sparrow again, guys. So this is exciting for me. Okay. I actually really like, I'm not sure which Jack it is, but the one that has the shark as the base, that one's really cool. I kind of wish they used that, but guys, this hair is amazing. And if it can hold up like that, it's going to be cool. I love this pose. I love every pose that is on Sideshow that Hot Toys is showing. And I'm really excited. This is like, I'm really, really excited for this figure. I don't know what other words to use. As soon as this was announced, I did a live stream on like whether or not I was able to get the artisan, and I pulled the trigger on live. It was fun. And then I did a Pirates of the Caribbean marathon with my family, and it was just, I was stoked, and I still am. One of the best announcements of 2024. This one came out of nowhere. Like, I don't think anybody was expecting Hot Toys to next artisan announcement to be Jack Sparrow. I think at the time we were like, Black Widow, Thor, something along those lines. Get us another Marvel. Darkseid Anakin, some people were talking about. And we got Jack Sparrow. And I wasn't even disappointed. I got like the biggest smile on my face ever. And it's pretty sweet. So, whew, man. Yeah. Kyle saying Captain Jack Sparrow, my number one, already have it paid off. Can't wait for him. That's awesome, man. I still got to pay mine off. I think I made like 2 or 3 payments on him so far. So he's getting there. By the time he releases, I won't have to worry about it. So he's getting there. And Tyria is saying Jack Sparrow almost paid off. Yep, I'm with you. Might be my most anticipated. And he's got the Black Pearl flag, I'll say, flying there. No, that's pretty sweet, man. Like, I can't believe like the bombs that they dropped, right? That Hot Toys has dropped with their announcements this year has just been crazy. And the thing is, like, at the end of last year, myself and the Wolfpack, we and a lot of people in the community we kind of knew, right? Like, there's not a lot of big movies coming out this year. Like, there's not a big Marvel movie, there's not a big DC movie, there's not a big Star Wars thing going on. And we kind of figured like they'll probably do some 2.0s, they'll probably bring some things back, but we didn't know it was going to be like this. We did not know it was going to be like this. No, sir. We got Feel the Burn. Hello, hello, hello. What is up? Thank you for being here. Good to see you around in the chat. Valkyrie saying Jack Sparrow almost paid off, and it's the most anticipated figure of my wife. Nice. So your wife is that's always fun. See, that's how I was able to get Jack Sparrow for one, and the Guardians figures from Guardians 3, because my wife really likes Guardians of the Galaxy. And when I brought that up, I was like, should I get this or that? And she's like, well, you got to get all the Guardians figures. I was like, okay. So every time a figure comes in, I'm just like, yep, it's a Guardians figure, So yeah, it's nice when the wife is interested, Honest Hansel, this figure is amazing. I can't have it all though. But when it does come out, I know I will have to shut off the internet. It will be tempting. Yeah, it's going to be tempting. And the good thing is there's 3 options, right? With this figure. So eventually, even if it's the non-artisan, it's going to be on sale. And I think you'll get your hands on it sooner or later. And if you never do, then, at least you're getting what you want and not just pulling the trigger because you think it looks cool. You know what I mean? Because you're tempted. You have that self-control, which is awesome. Guys, we got 21 in the house. Hit that like button. Stick around. We got a public service announcement at the end of the show. It's going to get a little serious here. I might get a little too serious. But I want you guys to hear it. And so stick around. All right. So we have had, let's see, what have we had? We've had, I don't want to give away any on accident. At number 5, we had Wolverine. At number 4, we had the T-800 Battle Damaged. Number 3, we had this Jack Sparrow here. And guys, now we're going to number 2. The top 2 most anticipated pre-orders from Hot Toys. Not only that, but most thankful announcements of 2024. Okay, we're in the top 2. We're in the nitty-gritty stuff. We're in the good stuff right now. And yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Here we go. Let's go. Guys, when I woke up and I saw Artisan Black Widow, one that I had kind of predicted and was excited for. And I said, if they do Black Widow, I want it to be this one. A lot of people were saying it's going to be like the Avengers. I kept wanting it to be the Iron Man 2 Black Widow. And my goodness, it turned out to look great. And I cannot wait. This was a day. Well, you know how Artisan is. And that almost got me to lose my, what, when this was going on. I had to wait in line and I couldn't purchase it and all this stuff was going on, but I got it. And I'm excited. I'm super excited because, man, This Black Widow, like everything about her looks amazing. And what's funny is my wife does not follow anything on Facebook, but somehow, like any Hot Toys stuff on Facebook, and somehow this one came across her wall on Facebook. And she was like, "Is this the Black Widow you were talking about?" Because I was like, "Oh, Black Widow was announced and it looks so realistic and, blah, blah, blah." And somehow, like a few hours later, she pulled it up on her Facebook from her wall and it came across her wall and she showed me. I was like, "Yep, that's it." And she was like, "Wow." Yeah, I was like, "Yeah, it's pretty amazing how good this figure looks." I'm excited. All we have is an artisan version of this. Um, Man, I'm so glad I got her. So, I mean, I don't remember the numbers. I don't remember the price. I guess I could go back and find the price. What was the price on this? I don't even. Oh, 385. That's not bad for artisan. For artisan, special edition artisan. I mean, that's pretty good. Considering like in such a short time, like it's prices are just going up crazy. But yeah, Black Widow, man, Scarlett Johansson. I hope to see her again in Secret Wars. I'm sure we will, as well as like everybody else that we've ever seen in the Marvel universe. Hopefully I'm not disappointed, but I think we'll see her again some way, somehow. And yeah, I think she was the highlight of Iron Man 2, without a doubt, when she showed up. And it turned out great, man. I have, what do I have? I have the snowsuit Black Widow, and I have the Black Widow from her movie, along with Yelena. By the way, speaking of Yelena, that Thunderbolts trailer looks amazing. That Thunderbolts trailer looks good. I'm really excited for it. It's going to be funny, even if it's not like a good story. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun watch. I'm excited for that. But man, Black Widow, this artisan is going to be fun. Let's see. Where did I stop in the chat here? Not near enough self-control over here. X-Man, I know. I've seen a lot of your collection, man. I know you're like me, very little control. You know what I mean? Like it's especially when you're on streams or you're watching streams and everyone's talking about how awesome these figures are, and you're like, fine, I'll do it. You know what I mean? Like it's so hard. It's so hard, especially when you're a fan of the character. Thrawn's Office saying this Jack Sparrow is objectively one of the best I've seen. I'm not picking him up because the attachment isn't there for me, but he's incredible looking. Yeah. I get that. There are a few figures like that that I feel the same way, like Thrawn. Sorry, I know your name's Thrawn, but like the Thrawn from Ahsoka, amazing looking figure. But I don't have that connection to him. When all these other announcements and releases are coming and these invoices are hitting me, I can't pull the trigger on Thrawn and certain figures, such as, Kenobi Vader, for example. They just came out with a lot of Vaders back to back to back. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to get every Vader. You have to be selective with these figures, So I totally get this comment. Ooh, we got Clinton Martin in the house. You know what? I'm kind of rooting for the Bears. I'm a Packers fan. I shouldn't say that, but I got their defense on fantasy. So anyways, Clinton Martin says okay. So he's asking about, I know, Revan, Battle Damage Vader, Luke, and Starkiller. You know what? I'm going to say this and he's going to leave, but I don't have any of those on my top 5. Now, I will say that the Battle Damage Vader is up there. I'm excited for that one. I don't have that connection with Revan and Starkiller, although I think Darth Revan looks amazing. He looks really, really cool. Looks really good. I thought about getting him, and then it's one, like I just said, like there's just too much coming. And these top 5, my top 5 just kind of trumped on that. And I couldn't just pull the trigger. Now, later on, maybe I might pull the trigger on Revan. But as of now, I don't. I think the only one I have pre-ordered is the Luke, and the Battle Damage Vader. So yeah, I mean, really cool figures. I know I don't have any Star Wars in my top 5, but definitely a lot of cool figures being announced this year for Star Wars, especially during like that Star Wars celebration and everything. So now, if they would have kept their word and actually did more Phantom Menace figures, like if they did a Obi-Wan Kenobi from Phantom Menace, that would probably be number 1. Honestly, like I want that figure because I'm a huge fan of the prequels. I love the Phantom Menace. It's one of my favorite, not just favorite Star Wars movie, but probably top 15 movies of all time. I love the Phantom Menace, and no, it's not just nostalgia. I love that movie, man. It's fun. It's fun. I'll fight for that movie every single day. As soon as I said that, I went from 22 in the house to 20. Honest Hansel. If this releases like the photos, I mean, it looks real. PO on this one. Yeah, dude. That'd be crazy. If it looks just like this, I'm sure it will like calm down just a little bit, but I have a good feeling about this one. Valkyrie saying, I jumped on Artisan Black Widow from Iron Man 2. I'm usually number 4,000 in the sideshow queue, but this time I was number 20. Dang. I don't remember what number I was. I want to say I was like 1,500 or something around that. But 20, that's good, man. That's a sign that, yeah, you pull the trigger. You know what I mean? If they give you that number, you got to pull the trigger no matter what. Mitchell Lawrence, welcome. Thank you for being here. The T-800, Han Solo, and Chewbacca for me. I almost put both Han Solo and Chewie on here. I almost did, but I didn't. Yeah, sorry, I didn't. I ended up putting Wolverine on here instead just because of the Hugh Jackman thing, like I talked about, you know, being in that, not just the figure, but being able to see him in that suit. You know what I mean? Like that was special to me. And so I was really thankful for that. So I had to put that above Chewie and Han. But yeah, those would easily be like 6 and 7 for me, I would say. So yeah, good list there. Valkyrie saying Thunderbolts trailer is something I am excited for too. Dude, that trailer, I saw it yesterday. That it looked good, man. It looks good. Okay, I'll get the figure. John Wick also. Was that announced this year? I thought that was announced last year. I could be wrong, but I thought that was announced last year, which is why I didn't put it on the list. But if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. Bears suck again. They lose? Swore they were winning. Christian Crosshair Cooper, what is up, my friend? What's up, Brick and chat? Been grinding Black Ops 6. How is that? Let me know in the chat. I'm Flavio, House of Collectibles, has been asking if I'm buying the game. I'm like, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I want to know how it is. Let's see. X-Men saying Wolverine, Harley. Ooh. I didn't think of Harley. That's top 10 easy. Ooh, you messed me up there. Man, why didn't I think of Harley? Yeah, you know, she's up there. That's for sure. That's for sure. But because I didn't think of her, I guess she's like 6 or 7 as well. That's what it is. I think if it was like that suit that we all like Margot Robbie in, right? The daddy's little girl or whatever it says on the front. I think if it was that, then I would have like put it probably at like number 2 or something like that. But I did pre-order her though. I'm getting her, so I am excited. Clint Martin, the reason those are great announcements is that they open the door for more let-in non-movie figures. Oh yeah. I got you. Yeah, for sure. That's true. That is true. You know, and there was that Star Wars game. Was it Fallen Order? I was this close to getting it this morning, actually, because I'm tired of hearing about Cal Kestis and I know nothing about him. And I could use a good single player game for when I can't sleep and I'm playing at night when my kids are sleeping, you know, for like an hour or so. And that game's still like $40. Why? Like, give me a deal and I'll buy the game. I feel like it's been out for a while. It should be like 20. But I guess if it's that good of a game, who knows? The most anticipated are Wolverine and the Luke Skywalker. Yeah, it's cool. Let's see here. Not sure about the artisan hair though on Luke. Yeah, I mean, I have him pre-ordered and I like the history behind that figure. But that's one that I have pre-ordered that I'm like 30% chance that I might cancel him. And as cool as he looks, I pre-ordered a lot of these figures before the T800 announcement. before all my invoices. You know what I mean? Like before the Deadpool Wolverine stuff. So I don't know, before Black Widow, before Harley. So we'll see if I keep them or not. Sorry if I don't. But yeah, I got in immediately on her and was so happy about it. Let's see here. The Artisan Joker released better than the prototype. So being Artisan, I have faith it will look amazing. Christian Crosshair Cooper saying, game is amazing, bro. Best Call of Duty I played in a while. That's promising because it's been a while since Call of Duty when you got like the no scope sniping kills or whatever. Like, dude, that started getting annoying. But beat both the zombie. I heard Zombies is really good on this game. Speaking of games, Batman Arkham Shadow on Quest is awesome. I'm gonna check that out. How can you forget, dude? I don't know. I honestly have no idea. You know, and I even went through like Facebook and I like just so I didn't miss, like I was talking about in the beginning of the show, and I didn't see Harley. So it's not my fault. And she's probably there. I just didn't see her. But yeah, she'd be up there. She'd be up there. Like I said. Clinton Martin saying the reason those Star Wars figs are great announcements is because it opens the door for more non-movie figs. Yeah, I figured that's what you meant. Thrawn, I want that game, bro. Let's see. The Collector Daily, welcome and thank you for being part of the Brickyard. So thankful that I got this figure. I still can't believe I got her. Yeah, it's gonna be exciting. Got all the Riddler trophies for every single Arkham game. I think the only one that I got, well, some would say platinum, is Arkham City. Arkham City, I got platinum. Ryan Smith, hey, Brick and chat, some solid choices here. Looking forward to Wolverine Deluxe and T800 Battle Damage. Me too. Me too. We got 27 in the house, guys. Hit that like, stick around. Again, we got that public service announcement at the end of the show. It's going to be fun. Ish. Thrawn's office saying, yeah, dude, I totally feel that. Getting in too deep with the pre-orders. I've slowed them down a lot myself. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. And then Thrawn, I know we've talked about like comics too. Like I'm really wanting because I used to have a huge comic book collection and I had to sell them. Long story short, I had to, okay, for family purposes. And this was before I got into this hobby. And now that I'm able, I don't want to backtrack and try to get all the single issues again. I plan on just getting like omnibuses, you know, and going from there. So, and those things are like $100 a pop, you know. And then I'm into the Mondo line now with Spider-Man, other third parties. We got InArt. You have to be selective. Yeah, you got to be selective. Let's see. X-Men saying, yeah, I'm about to shave some stuff down on my PO list. It's tough, man. It's tough, but you got to do it. Got to do it sometimes. Okay. We are going to go into my number one most thankful announcement of 2024. And what I think nobody else would agree with me. Okay. It'd be funny if it was Harley and you guys all thought I forgot about her. But it's not. It is.
You missed.
Guys, I know this might not be anybody else's number one because there's a lot of good figure announcements out there. But this one means the most to me. And yeah, I got Batman 89. He's up there with a terrible cape. Looks like a scrunchie right there. Look at that. I got to get a Jackson cape or something. But Batman Returns, if you guys saw Wolfpack last Wednesday, it's my favorite Batman movie. There's many reasons for that. One, Michael Keaton, right? And I felt like he got even better in the second movie as Batman. Two, because it's focused so much on the villains. And I love it when movies do that. They focus on the villains. Okay. The Penguin, Catwoman. I like that. I like that dark style. Okay. I love Tim Burton style. The score, the music, the plot, the story, everything about Batman Returns and the Christmas, you know, the setting, like it's a great film. I would say that was actually the first Batman movie I saw. I think I saw that before I saw Batman 89. And that might be why I thought he was better in it than 89. Could just be my own opinion, but that opening scene, man, when he's getting all the goons and they're jumping into the Christmas tree. Like, that's the coolest opening scene of any I guess intro to Batman, right? Coming into the movie. Any other. I think the best intro for a Batman movie is Dark Knight, right? The robbery, bank robbing scene. But like the best Batman intro is Batman Returns. And I can't wait for this figure. Grew up loving Batman, grew up loving Keaton, grew up loving this movie, being my favorite, and we got a 2.0. And I am super excited. I think he looks great. Let's take a look at him real quick. But hot dang. Look at this. Look at this, man. Look at this head sculpt. Like, this is something right here. This looks good. I love that we finally got, or that I will finally be getting a Bruce Wayne Keaton head sculpt. Super excited for this, man. Now, a lot of people ask me why I didn't get the 89 Batmobile. If it's like, my favorite Batman, like why? One is space, two is price. I have this room up here. If I get that Batmobile, that's the place of like 4 to 6, maybe even more figures that I can place. You know what I mean? Like, it's tough, and I don't want to buy a Batmobile just yet. I want to make sure my basement's completed. I've got more space, and then I'll start thinking about vehicles. Guys, I also build Lego sets, and not just small Lego sets. I build big Lego sets. I got the UCS Millennium Falcon. That's huge. $850 set. I've got Hogwarts Express. I have a bunch. I got like the Daily Bugle, the Home Alone house. I got a bunch of stuff, and I don't have all that room. So I had to say no to 89 Batmobile. I had to. But man, he looks good. This figure looks good, and I'm happy I'm going to be able to have the figure to be able to represent Batman Returns and also have Batman from Batman 89. So yeah, dude, I love this look right here. That's going to look sick. Now, I do worry about the arms because of the material. You know what I mean? Like, that's a little worrisome, but yeah, that would look cool. But yeah, I just can't do it. At least not now. But yeah, he looks good, guys. I'm going to check the chat, see what you guys are saying about Mr. Batman from Batman Returns. Let's see. X-Men saying, yeah, that's a good choice. That's a good choice. This one was close to getting on my top 5. This is my favorite Keaton suit and my favorite Batman movie. Yeah, man. You are correct. 100% disasters. Yeah. I read the Dark Knight Returns series back in the 80s and loved it. Dude, okay, so here's the thing, Valkyrie, since you brought up Dark Knight Returns. I read that, man, I want to say back in 2020, 2019, something like that. And I've known about it for years, right? Before that, but I actually read the book in like 2019, 2020. And once that figure was announced from Dark Knight Returns, I think it was yesterday or the day before, I watched the movie, both parts, the unabridged version, right? Movie's phenomenal. Movie's great. It gets me really excited for that figure. I am really, really excited. By the way, I got a Starbucks I totally forgot about. And I am really excited for that figure. I do want to say that I felt like the movie or the story made Superman feel weak. You know what I mean? Like, he's really weak in that movie. Like, he is not Superman in that movie. But Batman story, like the Robin in there, like everything else about that movie, perfect. Okay. Let's see. Thrawn, I'll have to pick that up. I'm not sure what you guys are talking about. Missed it or forgot. 100% disagree. I see. He said 100% disasters. He must have meant 100% disagree. Yeah. My bad, bro. Thanks for still being here, though. Keaton Batman is the GOAT. I have the 89 Batman. I felt a little let down by it. I felt the prototype photos don't look anything like what we ended up with. I am waiting for this to release. Yeah, I kind of felt the same, but I do feel like a lot of people kind of over exaggerated about the suit. I think it looks fine, but you are right. It's the prototype photos don't look anything like what we ended up with. That's for sure. That's for sure. I will agree with that. Yeah, vehicles take up a lot of space, especially the Batmobile. Christian Cooper says, Brick, do you have any in art? No. Yes. No. I have the Paul Atreides paid off. I almost got Harry Potter. But yeah, I got Paul Atreides paid off, not in house yet. For me, if you guys don't know yet, I don't want to get any in art figures that Hot Toys has already done or I know are going to be doing again. For example, like Man of Steel. I'll wait for like the Superman Hot Toys. In art's looking good though. A lot of those figures are looking really good, really sharp. I know Jose just put a review up on his channel on the in art Man of Steel. Looks really good. But for me, again, it's just I have to be selective. I got the Paul Atreides, paid him off with Collector's Zone, and anything Game of Thrones, I'll get that. So when they finally start announcing the Game of Thrones figures, I think I'm going to get a lot of those because no one else is really doing them. I know like 3-0 did some Game of Thrones. I don't have those, but I will be getting in art if they do that. I was really tempted on Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter, but didn't I was going to get all 3 of the Harry Potter figures, and then I had to cancel. So wife's pregnant again. And a lot of these artisan figures just really got me. So I got to be selective. I just have to be. Returns looks great, but I think I'm going to skip him since I have 89 already. And Flash Keaton. Yeah, that Flash Keaton looks great. Batman Returns was an instant dopo. Yo, what's up, dude? What's up, Primetime Reviews in the house? Thank you for being here. Dark Knight Returns inspired the armor in Batman 89. Okay. Sweet. Same with a lot of Ben Affleck stuff was inspired from Dark Knight Returns too. I agree. Valkyrie said, I agree. Superman definitely looked weak in the graphic novel. Yeah. Thrawn saying we were talking about the new VR. That's right. Thank you. Christian Cooper, I have Aragorn on the way and I'm looking to get Harry Potter. I have seen Aragorn. Looks amazing. I've seen Joker in person as well. He looks great. And there was another in art figure that I saw at a store, but I can't remember who it was. But yeah, they look great, man. They do. X-Men Supreme. Just talking to Honest Hansel here. Congrats on the pregnancy, says Clinton Martin. Baby is like a pre-order announced, but gotta wait 9 months. Yep, and you got to make payments while you can, right? There you go. No, that's awesome. So that guys, there you have it. I had Wolverine. I had I want to make sure I have this in the right order here. So I had Wolverine, T800 2.0. I had full leather. I had Jack Sparrow Artisan, Black Widow Artisan, and Batman Returns. That's my list. Again, if you guys haven't yet already, let me know your list in the comments. So now I got the public service announcement. Now, sorry if this isn't what you guys were expecting, but like I said, there's been a lot on my mind. I'm going to get a little comfortable here. And I've spent a lot of time in this community. I've spent a lot of time in a lot of different communities, right? I started this channel, Brick Artemis, as a Lego channel, which a lot of you guys know, right? Hence the name Brick, right? Brick Artemis. And I would have a lot of people once I finally went into the Hot Toys game. You got to change your name, stuff like that. But I never did because it's kind of what started my channel. You know what I mean? It's what got my transition or made my transition into the Hot Toys community. And, it's Hot Toys is something that I never thought that I would ever get into because it was so darn expensive. Right? I mean, $300 a figure, sometimes more. and I just told myself, why am I spending $300 on a figure? Why? When I could get so much other stuff, or my wife wouldn't even let me do that. You know what I mean? Like, so and this was during a time too where, money was tight, and there were times too where I could not get comic books. Okay. So I started a channel with the Jedi Knights Watch, and him and I started together. And when it became more Hot Toys and not like more accessible toys for me, COVID happened, and we couldn't even film together anyways. So every now and then we would do like a live stream talking about like movies or whatever. And but I couldn't keep up. I couldn't keep up. And then it became like a Hot Toys channel, and he kind of made it his own, which amazing, awesome, because COVID and just me, and I wasn't really into it. So what I was into was Lego, and so I made a Lego channel, and I made it kind of as a joke, like, watch me build this Lego set, and it was kind of dumb, but eventually the Lego stuff started kicking off, and it was fun. It wasn't dumb. It was like actually a real thing. And I will say, like, there were a few people in that community that were extremely amazing. But as the Jedi Knights Watch continued to, show off his figures to me, and I really kind of grew a liking to these figures. Okay. So I got a couple. I got the End of the Spider-Verse figures and really loved them. And it got me hooked. I started kind of knowing the community. I started talking to D'Lo the Collector. We started Wolfpack. I started talking to like Hawk Wars Toys and, Manahawk Collectibles and Thrawn's Office, and Austin Nicholas was a big first timer for me. And I grew to really, really love the community. But I was collecting these figures, and when I say this, when I say that the community is more important to me than the figures, I mean that, and I don't care what people think. I'm not a collector first. I'm a collector, and I enjoy collecting. But what keeps me going in this community is you guys. It's the people that I share a panel with. It's the fellow collectors. It's the chat. It's other live streams that I love to watch that I may or may not have been on, or people that have been on Bugle 6 or Wolfpack or whatever. It's a special thing for me. And so the reason why I'm kind of talking about all of this is because I've been wanting to, for one, and it's been on my mind, and I think there's no better time to do that than now, coming up to Thanksgiving. This community's special, guys. And I kind of did a video before talking about this, but not really like this. You know what I mean? Like, it's different. This community is different. And there are a lot of people in this community, and there are a lot of people that talk and then talk to other people, and then words get mixed around. And, it is what it is at that point. You know what I mean? Like, it's a family, and every now and then a brother will argue with a brother, or a brother will say something about a brother. And it might get, somebody might find out about it, or whatever, and shit hits the fan. But it doesn't mean that we're fake people or anything like that. We're real people with real shit. And we things happen. And nothing happened to me recent or anything like that. It's, but I'm saying it for just people that have gone through that. We're people, we're real. And there's a lot of people I have to thank to keep this community going for me personally. And, whether you're a supporter or just a friend, first I'd like to just really, really thank the Wolfpack, D'Lo, the Jedi Knights Watch, and Evil Sneaker for just being amazing trio of guys that welcome me in each and every day in our conversations and stream with them every Wednesday night, talk figures, talk life, make jokes. Got to meet them, hang out with a Collector Zone and all that in Michigan, travel with them. And it's been a lot of fun. And I just have a lot to thank with them just for their friendship and their support. So first off, thank you guys. Secondly, you know, I don't want to have to say everybody's name, but there are a lot of people that are like just extremely special. Obviously all you in the chat, like Christian, Valkyrie, you know, Tyria, just everybody who's always here, Clinton Martin, man, just primetime reviews, all you guys who are here right now, X-Men, Honest Hansel, you know, people that aren't always here, but Ryan Smith, the Collector Daily, just a lot of great people in the chat that I see a lot. Moose Stream is one of them that always comes in. But another special thank you I'd like to thank is Austin. And Austin Nicholas is a guy that has a great collection and is just always speaks positive about people. And I think that's important in the community and always has welcomed me. He's got killer vlogs. He's awesome. And I thank him because he, like I said, was one of the first people that I actually like communicated with in the community other than Wolfpack. And so thank you, Austin. Thank you to the rest of the Copper Drop guys. Thank you for everybody who has, this sounds like an I'm quitting speech. No, I'm just kidding. You know, the Copper Drop guys, everybody who did, I don't know if you guys remember, I did a Spider-Man video. And this was probably like the most touching thing I've seen in the community ever. And that was when I asked people that I rarely even talk to or never talk to if they could do a quick 10 to 20 second video on their favorite Spider-Man. And I put it in a video of my own, and everybody kind of just, spliced it together. But, you know, it was awesome. So everybody who volunteered into that, just a huge thank you for being part of that. And Thrawn, I just, you know, just all these people, man, X-Men coming on my show, Bugle 6. First time he ever streamed was with me. I'm going to gloat about that every single day. And just taking that opportunity to stream, man. Flavio, my boy, Flavio House of Collectibles, starting the Bugle 6 with me, the movie canon. For always inviting me on his shows and coming on ours. Just a really good guy, really fun guy to hang out with. And just, man, there's so many people out there. I got Aaron Collects in the chat right now. Like, dude, like Godzilla, everything, you know, everything you need to talk about. If you want to get personal with him, he'll be there. Jose Hernandez is another guy that just a really good friend of mine. Jose Plus just started his YouTube channel. So make sure to go subscribe to him, but just a really good guy. Calvin, Low-Key Collector, always helpful with, you know, if you're looking for something to buy or trying to get into these cons. It's not just about, you know, hot toys or streaming. It's more of a personal level with him too. So I thank you. So what I'm getting at is, and if I didn't say your name, you guys know I love you. But what I'm getting at here is whenever there's negative talk in this community, it's bullshit. And I would say 99% of the time in this air, you know, in this field, I have had nothing but smiles. You know what I mean? Like nothing but good people. And of course there's might be some jealousy out there. A lot of times, maybe even with me, you know, whether it's views or getting certain figures or whatever, but it's never like fake. You know what I mean? Like, so guys, you know, just know that this community is strong and stronger than ever. And at least that's the way that I see it. And, you know, people talk crap or say something about somebody, it's going to come and go. If somebody says something about me, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like if you say something, I don't care. Because tomorrow we're going to talk, we're going to chill, we're going to forget about that. X-Man, you said something about, I'm not saying that you did, but if you ever did, like, dude, I'm still hanging out with you tomorrow. You know what I mean? talk shit, whatever. Um, because I know people getting their emotions in their ways for a minute. And it's a great community. I'm very thankful, and I don't want to drag this on too much, but it's a great community, and it's something to be thankful for on Thanksgiving in this month, and a time that I am celebrating my 2 year, no, 2 or 3 year, I don't even know anymore, anniversary of the channel. um, so it's perfect time to do this, and you know, it's special. It's very special. It's very cool. Something that I've never had personally either. It's we don't get to hang out all the time in person and stuff. We just know each other kind of through the camera and through the phone screen or whatever you're messaging people on. And but it's fun as hell. It's fun as hell to be able to relate, with how you figure, watching him dancing on his live streams, talking about candy, like it's fun. And when I see that emotion coming from somebody like Justin from How You Figure, I immediately just smile because it's special, man. Like he's really enjoying the community himself and enjoying the figures, and just it's an awesome feeling, and brings so much joy to this community. And How You Figure, thank you. And I know Evil Sneaker. I don't know if Evil Sneaker, if you streamed the first time with Evil Sneaker or not, but I'm thankful you did, man, because I feel like that gave you the strength to do your own shit. And I'm glad you did, because it's great, man. But like I said, to like people like Lael and Will Foxification, people that I at the time didn't really talk to a lot, that still did that Spider-Man thing. As soon as I asked, boom, within minutes they gave me a video. To show us how great people they are as well. And yeah, man, I'm gonna be doing this for a while. I'm gonna be collecting. Collecting the figures are just a plus. Okay, just a plus in this community, and to be able to relate to that with you guys and all of that, and to all the Brickyard members as well, and anybody who's ever super chatted, anybody who's ever gifted, or I have had a couple people on my birthday give me some really awesome gifts, like that I don't really express because that's a personal thing, but so I won't say their names, but you know who you are, and thank you. And that's why a lot of the times, like on Bugle 6 or something, I will try to give away, like the last episode, a gift card from Sideshow or wherever you guys want it to be, because the money I get from you guys, I want at least half of that money to go back to you, to a special winner. Because it makes it fun, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't need to buy myself a gift card from the super chats that you guys give me or the Brickyard stuff. No, if you guys are a Brickyard member, that money's going to the Brickyard, right? Like that's how it should work. And that's what I try to do. So, not saying you guys should join the Brickyard right now or anything like that, but it's definitely something that I try to thank you guys in that kind of sense. Real quick, we got 1/6 Figure Focus. He's another gentleman in the community that absolutely love talking to. I was telling Jose this personal phone call a while back, maybe a couple days ago, I don't know, that my number one goal for YouTube, that is, was to get on Visions. I don't know why. I just thought Visions was super cool. Had a lot of cool people on 1/6 Figure Focus's show, and I knew if I got on Visions, like I felt like I was successful in a sense. And when I went on there with Shane, it was fun, man. It was awesome. Just a very down to earth guy, funny as hell, does it his own way, doesn't give a crap. And I love that about Shane. So, man, kudos to you. But yeah, guys, just a lot of goodness in my heart right now, a lot of love in my heart right now to you guys. I get frustrated. I get, stressed by trying to get a video out, or a live stream together, or whatever. I get tired, doing late night live streams, and I got to work in the morning, but I do it because it's fun. and I love it, man. I love this community. I love talking figures. I love talking about movies. Whatever it is, like it's fun. You know what I mean, guys? Like, and I think you guys know what I mean because you guys are sticking around during this long conversation, this long topic here, but it's something that's really been on my mind, and I just wanted to throw some positive energy out there to the chat as well. And you know, a lot of people being upset about certain things, you know, it's going on in the country right now. It's okay. Like, you know, like I feel like everything is good. You know what I mean? Like personally, I'm not speaking for anybody else, but you know, just personally, you guys help me keep my mind off of certain things and enjoy the hell out of this hobby, you know? And that's what makes it fun. If I had all these figures, I would still keep them, but they wouldn't be as fun than sharing it with you guys. Definitely wouldn't be as fun. I probably wouldn't be as tempted either as to buy some of these figures if it wasn't for you guys, but but definitely a great time. So Shane saying, cheers, dude. Kind words. You're well past visions, dude. Oh yeah. Well, it's been a while, but I appreciate that 100%, man. But yeah, guys, my top 5 most thankful Hot Toys announcements of 2024. My Thanksgiving episode to the chat, to the YouTubers. I know there's gonna be a couple names that I didn't say, and people are gonna be Hot Toys Hotline. That's another big one that I want to thank. That guy's awesome. And just want to talk about him and let him know that love him for, you know, talking to me anytime about debating with me anytime about whether it's Spider-Man, Batman, Star Wars, what have you. Just I like people that know how to debate without getting ticked off. You know what I mean? Like I like people like that, and that can take it and give it back and all of that. And that's Hot Toys Hotline does a fun job with that. So yeah, just man, there's Marco, there's Breda, there's just so many names that I haven't really dug deep into, but definitely love you guys. So appreciate it. Clinton Martin saying, I don't know what necessarily prompted this, but this should be a fun community and positive. But people are people, and some are just a-holes. Thanks for the content and your time. It is appreciated. I appreciate you too. And nothing personal happened. Again, it's like a Thanksgiving thing. But throughout the year, it was a really stressful year with negative energy from some people. You know what I mean? And then people would then reflect on that. And so even though the year's been kind of crazy, you know, it's definitely been a good year too. You know what I mean? Like there's so much more positive energy in this community than there is negative. And I don't think people express the positive all that much. I mean, we talk about the figures, we talk about, you know, all that, and we talk amongst each other, and that's great. And there are a lot of people that I guess do talk about the positive stuff in the community, but just to have like a segment, you know, to be able to talk about how awesome we all are in the chat and the panels, and how awesome Hot Toys is. Like, shouldn't just have a segment on being negative against somebody. You know, that's who wants that? You know what I mean? Like, other than drama, like that's fun, I guess. But at the same time, it hurts the community. And if you're part of that community, you shouldn't be, just be positive, man. You know, and because that's what I see. I see a lot of positive stuff that we should talk about more often. Just the good people. Oh my goodness. Valkyrie, my friend, you should not have done this. But $20 super chat, a Brickyard member as well. Have a drink with the fam at Starbucks on me. This is a white chocolate mocha latte. Hot, not really hot anymore. But thank you, man. I appreciate you. That's special. And I got a lot to be thankful for, guys. I'm sure I'll do a Thanksgiving thing for Bugle 6 and Wolfpack and all that, but I wanted to do something just with me just to thank you guys for your support. I met a lot of great people, man, and brings a lot of joy just staying up at night, laying in bed, watching people do live streams and talking to people in the chat, man. It's a great atmosphere. I freaking love it. And thank you for that. I have a video made, actually, and I don't know if it's ready, but I'm going to show it because this is a huge super chat for Valkyrie. Remember, guys, I haven't had a video to be thankful, but I kind of made one. It's not ready, but I have to show it for now. And here it is.
Thank you. Thank you. In this time in my life, in this moment.
Boy, this is really overwhelming. Sorry, okay. My voice is also a little gone. Whatever.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
I am overwhelmed.
Thank you.
I thought it'd be funny with Will Smith in there too, because we all know what happened that night with Will Smith. But man, thank you. It's freaking awesome. Appreciate you. Let's see. X-Man saying, I'm an asshole 100%, but I'm a fun asshole. You are an asshole, man, but you are a fun asshole. Whoa. Oh my gosh. You got me. You got me. You might have ruined the show by me saying that. Oh man. Turned a little red there. I'll never say that again. Anyways, yeah, you're a good dude, man. And I enjoy. Do not clip that, Clinton. Do not clip that. Somebody will. But man, yelling at each other about zero bars and gushers, man, to talking about figures, man, you are a fun person. Yes. Moose Dream in the house. Hey. Thanks for being here, man. Appreciate you. Yeah. Clinton saying clip that. Please. I know who's gonna clip that, and it would be this guy. It would be this guy. He'd clip it. But no, guys, thank you all for being here. It was a fun, good hour stream, about an hour and 17 minutes. I just appreciate everybody for being here on this random Sunday live stream that I was not planning on doing until this morning. I just needed to say it without taking up the time from other live streams. I needed to do it here. Give you guys a little something with like my top 5, talk about figures a little bit, but also just really dig down on, how I'm feeling. And I think that's important to do sometimes, to have that conversation with the people that have been so amazing to you. So thank you guys. Everybody have a great Sunday. Hopefully you guys have a good Monday tomorrow. Remember, I will be on the Geo's live stream tonight on the Movie Canon at 8:30 Central Standard Time. I'm battling for that championship belt. Hopefully I beat One Adam 12 this time. Cross my fingers, and it's going to be a fun show. So hopefully see you guys there as well. No Wolfpack Wednesday this week, and no Beagle 6 this week, but next week, following week, we'll be back for both of those shows. So thank you guys. Thank you for being here. And until next time, keep bricking.